The Starlink issue, was it part of our discussions? No. What we were able, and this is part of the offer or the package that we're talking about, is creating an environment for investments to take place. What do we want? We want US companies to come and invest in South Africa. That is a real deal for us. We want foreign direct investment. And to do that, we've got to create a conducive environment for FDI, for foreign direct investment. And where, for instance, in the past, we've been able to do so and attract US companies and utilize regulatory frameworks such as instead of BEE compliance, you could have equity equivalence. And US companies have embraced that. That shows that they are willing to go along with our regulatory framework, which we have crafted to attract investors to South Africa. And many other countries utilize a variety of ways to do that. I know, for instance, I was reading that when Tesla wanted to build a gigafactory, car manufacturing factory in China, they were required to have Chinese partners. And they had a negotiation with the Chinese government, and in the end, they dispensed with that regulatory compliance and allowed Tesla to invest directly as a sole company in building a giga car manufacturing facility in China. So what did the Chinese do? They crafted their own regulatory framework, and they were able to come up with a creative way of enabling an investment to take place. Because one, they wanted to bring in an investor, two, create jobs in China and all that. So similarly with us, there's nothing wrong with South Africa to have in the past crafted an equity equivalence provision that has allowed many companies, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, you name them, they have utilized that same type of dispensation. And in doing so, we want to see how best we can attract further investors in South Africa and be able to get a regulatory framework that can allow them to come and invest. And where, for instance, our regulations may be a bit inconsistent with our great intention, we look at them. And somebody asked a question about Minister of Communications. Yeah, that's you, yes. He's going to be able, in analyzing the regulations of the Communications Act, to see how best we will be able to make them consistent with what we have done in other sectors. And that falls within the realm of creating that conducive environment for us to attract investors to come into South Africa without violating our own rules and regulations, our laws, but it's part of the regulatory reform that we can say we are looking at, because our key objective is to attract investors, to make sure that we are an investable country where companies from outside South Africa can come and invest.